I don't want to let old Joe off the hook because we got some, I think probably over the next couple of weeks, I'll just give you guys a little bit of an insight here. It's going to be slow, okay? It's going to be slow news-wise, okay? And I'm not going to be like some of these commentators. It's like, oh, it's a slow news day. Well, no, there's always something to talk about. But when it comes to like big overarching problems, especially with government and the type of stuff that we normally talk about, there's probably not going to be any big breaking fucking development. So it's going to be a lot of cleanup. And I'm thinking about doing something next week of just kind of highlighting all of the big stories that were throughout 2021. I don't know. Maybe I'm just floating that out there. I'm just kind of thinking about doing it. But maybe there's a bunch of shit that's going to happen next week and another shoe's going to drop. And I don't know. Maybe it's going to be the end of the fucking world and we're all just going to be thrust into World War III. Could happen. Highly fucking unlikely. But with that said, we got to do some cleanup, okay? So it's like we're back on this cycle again, okay? And Democrats, once again, okay, just on their way out for winter break, it's like, oh yeah, we need more stimulus funding. Cool, but I thought the economy is recovering at a fucking breakneck pace. Maybe Joe will be talking about that with his fucking address that he has tomorrow. Who knows what he's going to be talking about, especially not Joe. We can guarantee that. But we also have something that he should be talking about. Something that, yeah, if I am going to be doing my big stories of 2021 that the media just swept under the rug, and something that you should be paying attention to, it's the month-over-month explosion of illegal immigration across the southern border. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't fucking slowed down. And now we have kind of a year-end total, okay? Because at the end of October, you had the end of the fiscal year, and it was record-breaking. Congratulations, Joe. At least there's one area where you're just a record-breaking president. Well, that and inflation, but another story for another day. But immigration population hits the highest in history under Biden. Not just Biden. Studies say 14.2% of American residents are foreign-born, the most in 111 years, as U.S. at the White House, deals with record border crossings. Yeah, and again, that's just the people that are on the books, okay? And then, yeah, the record number of border apprehensions that happen, that doesn't tell the entire story because we don't know how many people evaded capture. That's an important piece of information that's there as well. A number of immigrants in the United States, both legal and illegal, have hit an all-time record high on Monday. Report showing 46.2 million foreign-born people are living in the country. And that's why we need voter rights, okay? That's what Stacey Abrams is pushing. That and a big old plate down Golden Corral's buffet line. But with that said, in order to run again in 2022, we need a universal voter rights. We need to federalize voting, which is going to be the second half of this video, but we need to make sure that all of these people that we imported, saved from those awful third world countries, which we kind of created by our foreign policy over the past decades. But don't mention any of that stuff. Don't ever address the root cause of this shit. But no, we just need to save them and make sure that they always vote blue and bus them to different polling locations. Remember that shit from 2016. Those were some of the original, I don't think they were original, but some of this first stuff that I've seen from Project Veritas out there were those buses that just magically were filled with a bunch of brown people just getting bused to polling location. Otherwise, they were told that they'd be turned into ice. But regardless, I don't know if they voted or not. Who knows if they successfully voted? We'll never really find out now, will we? According for the Center for Immigration Studies report and the Census Bureau's monthly current population study, immigrants make up 14.2% of the United States population as of November 2021. The figure is the highest the United States immigration population has been in 111 years. It is also triple the share of the population since 1970 and double since 1990. Good year. In 2021, the U.S. saw record-breaking surges in immigration with illegal crossing over the southern border with Mexico as Joe Biden took office and loosened restrictions, coupled with illegal immigration spikes after Donald Trump lost re-election. Okay. Yeah, but the Supreme Court told Joe Biden that he should reinstate the stay in Mexico policy, and still haven't done that, so don't put any faith in the fucking courts, especially when it comes to the mandates that are out there. They're just gonna turn a blind eye. They won't give a fuck, and that's one thing that you can say about, well, not Joe himself, but his party. They don't give up when they have a pet project, so the right better fucking take note of that. While legal immigration does contribute to the record high numbers, it wouldn't be anywhere nearly close to that. Illegal immigration is a main contributor to the latest numbers, obviously. Customs and Border Patrol data show that they have encountered at the southern border more than 1.7 million migrants illegally. Just call them illegal aliens, stupid. Crossing or attempting to seek asylum in the United States. Yes, they've encountered 1.75 million migrants. Million. That's how many people they've encountered. How many people have skirted those evasions? Numbers released this last week show CPB encountered 173,620 illegal crossers in November alone, an uptick from October's record-breaking numbers of 164,753. Just keeps going up, 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 and up. Okay. These ones, I think they'll be a little bit easier to spot. I don't know if we're going to see record border crossings in December, even though, yeah, we were spun this last time. It's like, oh, don't worry, the numbers will drop in the summer when it's supposed to be too hot. But even though record numbers throughout June, July, and August, don't take any of that into consideration. But no, it's a little bit cooler, so now it's easier for people to just sneak up across the border, okay? But it should be easier to spot because they're also going to have festive lights around their sombreros, so might not be able to have too many crossings in the middle of the night, but they are crafty. Immigration through the channel is severely depleted in 2020, likely due to, I'm sure, people who were seeking to illegally cross the border were really just wanting to skirt the pandemic. Really, I'm sure that they were paying attention to that. Was it either that or was it Trump saying, listen, if we catch you, we're going to send you back? Instead of Biden's, no, you can come, we'll just give you a ticket and just show up to court later, it'll be fine. Demographer and chief author of the report, Stephen Camarota, explained, according to the Washington Times, there was pent-up demand for legal immigration. There's no problem with legal, skilled, quality immigration. And illegal immigration has exploded in one of the greatest surges, if not the greatest we've ever seen, well, at least in 111 fucking years. It's driving the numbers up, 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 and up. He added, a CPB official saw 140% uptick in illegal crossings at the southern border last month from November 2020, when there was only 72,000. Sorry, I'm just so used to reading out six-digit numbers. 72,113 encounters. 100 and what? 40%? Yeah. Cool. What's the difference? What's the difference? The November figure is still down from 192,001 encounters in September and 209,840 in August. Oh, okay, cool. No, I gotta stand corrected. Okay, it wasn't record-breaking numbers month over month. It's been down from 209,000. Okay, just about 210,000. Okay, and 192,000. Okay, it's so much better when it's just simply what was the numbers again? Okay, 164,000. No, that's so much better. Okay. Counters with unaccompanied children rose 9% to 13,959. Really does break my heart, now doesn't it? That's all right. They have really nice cages that Joe built. But whatever. Something else I wanted to touch on, okay? It was, you guys remember earlier in the year, right? There were those audits that were going on, and the only one that actually, it kind of made any headway was the Maricopa County audit that happened in Phoenix, Arizona, okay? And what came out in the report? Well, Biden had more votes. What about those 55,000 votes that were questionable? I think that's about as far as we can go. And honestly, without going back and reliving everything that we were going through at the time, I can't quite remember the exact reason. All I remember is that there were 55,000 outstanding ballots that were questionable on multiple levels. And then it was referred to Mark Brnovich for further investigation. And what happened? Well, now crowd demands Arizona Attorney General take action regarding alleged fraud in the 2020 election. Okay, a crowd of more than 100 people rallied outside the office of Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich in Phoenix on December 17th to demand the prosecution of any criminal activity associated with the 2020 election in Maricopa County. Yeah. Probably should. Is it going to happen? I was very optimistic about it at the time. Okay. The entire point of these audits, because nothing was going to get fucking reversed. Okay. Even if anything happened in Georgia. Okay. Which, you know what? Oh, we did so many different audits. You did a bunch of hand recounts, stupid. Okay? If anything was going to happen with the audit that was supposed to happen in Wisconsin, what happened? Did somebody end up running through the fucking ballot counting place, you know what, during that Christmas parade? No? Oh, okay, cool. What happened there? Okay, that was never going to happen. Or how about this Maricopa County one? How about we fucking get to the bottom of this stuff, okay? Do these audits to figure out if there are any loopholes. And I would say the fact that 55, just about 50, between 50 and 55,000 ballots that were questionable, I think there are some significant loopholes that are there that we should probably get to the bottom of. Just saying, okay? And even if that did come out, okay, what would happen? Oh, okay, cool. Something funky happened. Okay, cool. We fix it and make it better for the future. Could have. There were some bills that were passed through the House, the Arizona State House, and specifically addressing voter integrity, or vote integrity, election integrity. That's proper terminology. I haven't talked about this stuff in a while. It was there, and it was a part of the 18-bill docket that Doug Ducey, that sack of shit, decided to fucking punt to the curb because I need my budget. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, what had Brnovich done? Contingent to police officers kept people off the front steps of the Attorney General's office building, except for event organizers and speakers. Yeah, because God knows regular people can't go into public spaces. That'd be too bad. Those gathered called out not only for fair and honest elections, but that Brnovich begin criminal prosecutions for alleged wrongdoing stemming from the 2020 election, Maricopa County. Yeah, like not going along with subpoenas. I think that's criminally prosecutable. Proper terminology, probably not. But yeah, if they're going to be trying to hold guys like Mark Meadows, Steve Bannon, or Robert Stone, is that his name? The guy with the funny hat and the Nixon tattoo on his back. If they aren't complying with subpoenas for that stupid January 6th commission board, and then they're going to try to hold them in contempt, well, you should be able to do the same with the Board of Commissioners in Maricopa County. Arizona State Representative Mark Fincham has said that there was at least probable cause, if not clear and convincing evidence, that we have significant discrepancies in the election. The only thing is here, okay, let's just let Fincham describe the situation. He said that there are lower level people in the food chain that engaged in criminal activity in the election. Authorities could try and flip them to go up the food chain, okay? I will tell you that there are many signs around us that suggest to me that we are looking at a racketeering case. Okay, cool. Try to get more hyperbolic, dude. But again, it's going to be tough to figure out the exact individuals that you go after with criminal suits. Who do you prosecute, okay? Oh, but Biden, he got votes and stuff like that. You should sue him. That's retarded, okay? You would never, ever convict him. And at some level, he's going to have immunity for being the president. So that would be just a dead-end road. So who do you go after? There are multiple people in the branches, but you got to address them. You got to figure them out. You got to have the proverbial smoking gun in their hand in order to charge them with anything, okay? There's a whole lot of evidence that suggests both incompetence and criminality, sloppy processes, and intentionally bad process. What this man, Brnovich, and his staff are doing, I fully believe they're going through the evidence meticulously to try and develop higher food chain actors. Okay, cool. But again, is this another one of those trust the process claims? Arizona lawmakers were told during the September 24th hearing of inconsistencies uncovered during a forensic audit of the 2020 election conducted in the state's most populous county. Yes, at the Coliseum that was there. Y'all remember, made a few videos on it. On the same day, Arizona Senate President Karen Fann sent a letter to Brnovich recommending further inquiry into the audit's findings. In the letter, she raised concerns over signature verification on mail-in ballots, the accuracy of voter rolls, and securing of election systems, and the record-keeping of the evidence related to the actions. Brnovich said, yeah, I'll take a look at it. Don't worry about it. Do I got a timeline for you? No, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at it. The audit involved over 1,500 people and a total of 100,000 hours. And a lot of people were involved. A lot of people did a bunch of good work. And we're going to see if it fucking pans out anything. I don't anticipate anything ahead of the midterms, so don't necessarily hold your breath. But what's happening again with these voter rolls, man? Well, we got Michigan, okay, and they've got a whole bunch of problems when it comes to their legal system. take a look at those parents of that school shooter. I still don't think that they should be charged with anything, but there's the mountain of evidence and my prosecutors. Fuck prosecutors, by the way. And fuck the state. Court fight in Michigan over dead people on voter list heats up. Yeah, they're trying to keep dead people on the voter rolls. Meanwhile, other people, sensible people are like, we should probably take dead people off the voter rolls. And it's like, well, what if they come back to life? And I was like, what? Necromancy, I guess. How many dead people should remain on Michigan voter rolls? The answer may be determined by a federal judge. I think that answer should be somewhere at, on, or around 0. Just to throw that out there. The Public Interest Legal Foundation, PILF, nice, on November 3rd, sued Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, a Democrat, she's a bag of shit, for allegedly failing to remove from the state's voter rolls the names of 26,000 registered voters who have either died or moved away. Yeah, but she wants them on there, just in case they move back from the cemetery. According to PILF President Christian Adams, failure to remove the names creates an opportunity for fraud. Yup, you don't say. The lawsuit also alleges that 334 people registered to vote after they died. Oh, that seems pretty tough now, doesn't it? With 15 of those registrations occurring in 2020. Cool. That's not very many. It's still 15 too many. Benson's office told the Epoch Times that it doesn't comment on pending litigation. However, Tracy Wimmer, a spokesperson for Benson, told Fox News, oh, okay, cool. They don't talk to the Epoch Times because they get to the bottom of things. But they told Fox News, Michigan maintains its voter registration list in accordance with all state and federal laws. Okay, cool. So is it a state or federal law to have dead people be able to register to vote? Just asking. We've seen throughout the past year meritless lawsuits serve to press release for those seeking to further election misinformation and undermine American democracy. Oh, God. Thanks for your bog standard fucking response. Okay, that doesn't get to any of the underlying issues at play here. It's just mud democracy, right? Cool. The Office of Michigan Attorney General filed a response to PILF's complaint and the motion to dismiss the case on December 13th. In reply, Benson denies any failures to perform list maintenance activities required by federal law. Okay, cool. So now we're getting to the bottom of this. Maybe it's a federal law. Her lawyers point out the National Voting Rights Act requires only that the state conduct a general program that makes a reasonable effort. A reasonable effort. I love weasel words. To remove the names of ineligible voters from the official voter registration list by notice of death, change of residence, or the voter's request. The NVRA does not require a state to enact an exhaustive program to remove every voter who becomes ineligible. Yes, technically, that would be unreasonable to get rid of the people from the voter rolls. The people who you're just trying to send out massive statewide ballots, okay? You're just trying to enshrine. You're just trying to get everybody those fucking mail-in ballots right to their doorstep. Whether they're alive or not, whether they live there or not, you're just trying to send them out. And that would be unreasonable to just, clean up any of those rolls. We don't have to. We just have to make a reasonable effort. What does that mean? What's the bar for that? It's reasonable. Okay. The complaint alleges that when more than 25,000 deceased registrants are identified on the qualified voter list and not removed for an extended period of years, that the list maintenance program is not only unreasonable, it is failing. I would say so. I would say 25,000, even though, there's several million people registered to vote in Michigan. Who knows? Who knows if these are going to get cleaned up? But it's Michigan, after all. And Michigan... boy, when it comes to the courts, when it comes to the Secretary of State's office, and definitely when it comes to the governor's mention, is in desperate need, just like their voter rolls, of a little bit of a cleanup. But don't worry, there's many plans in place. Mostly those are just fed ops to clean those places out anyways. But with that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.